This episode of Limited Release is brought to you by Synopsis, the rich media content producers in the heart of Guelph, Ontario.
Which web series are we talking about this week? Malice.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Malice, the web series, it started in 2012. It actually sort of started in 2011, existing in 2011, but it was to start airing episodes in 2012. So I've known about this one for a while because it was sort of on my radar.
Where did you hear it from?
I think at the time I was still heavily involved in the marketing of a web series about supernatural-ish stuff and kids. So it was just always talked about at the same time as, like, Blip would put them together together in blog posts, that sort of stuff.
Right.
Because it's, kids
Sure.
and supernatural.
Okay.
So I couldn't put my finger on exactly where I learned about it, but I've just known about it since about when it started. So I've been wanting to watch it for a while. So Malice, the web series, is about Alice Turner and her sister, mom and dad, and they move back into her mom's sort of family house. The grandmother has passed away, they've inherited the house, and they move there. Mother is a recovering alcoholic. Father has a little bit of post-traumatic stress from having been in the war. He's just recently home from Afghanistan. So 2 teenage daughters, alcoholic mother, father a little on edge. There's some family dynamic that's a little bit... And now they just all, get up and move to this old house that's borders on a cemetery, and everybody in the town thinks is kind of creepy.
My immediate thought to that was, what was wrong with their old house? I didn't think they were going to immediately move, but they did, without any of their... a lot of their belongings.
They would have been living on base because their father was in the army. But he's home, and it's possible that he's been discharged because he has a medical disability, so they wouldn't be living on base anymore.
Okay. It was kind of a passing thought, but then they just kind of upped and moved. Usually in the story, when a house gets, this person dies, they leave this house to that person. Unless the person really needs the house, they usually sell it. I don't know.
Well, the mother was really excited to go back home. She wanted to. She's recovering, and she wanted to be where she was, But, so the house, there's some weirdness around the house. People in town kind of talk about how creepy it is. It doesn't take long for them to see a specter of a young boy, and for weird things, creepy crawlies to be coming out of drains, things like that. And by about the second or third episode, the mother has kind of disappeared, which at first they chalk up to her just being a recovering alcoholic, and maybe she's currently an alcoholic now and she's gone out on a bender. And then another family member disappears. And it's just... so Alice is kind of the hero of the story who needs to figure out what the heck is going on and save her family and, be a badass. Very
loosely based on Alice in Wonderland, which I thought it was going to take more from the Alice in Wonderland stories and incorporate that. And I thought that it was going to be kind of a spin-off of that story. It kind of went back and forth, though. And ultimately, it's actually very little of it is attached to the Alice in Wonderland story. And they reference it a few times, which is kind of confusing a little bit.
Yeah.
So once I finally realized, okay, no, this, they had some fun, kind of alluding to some Alice in Wonderland references, but other than that, it is its own story.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, on the whole, I would say... The story itself is kind of the weakest part. It's not quite fleshed out enough. It's like it's there. There's a lot of potential, but there are some things that kind of get glossed over or not quite explored or explained.
I found visually, this series was most impressive. It does things with visual effects that a lot of web series I haven't seen them do yet.
Yeah.
And there were times when it just outright blew me away.
It was amazing.
And also, there are creatures. So the design of these creatures was very cool. there was a very twisted mind at work here, and this is who we were talking about, Philip Cook, who did win the award for best for special effects.
Yes,
which is visual effects.
Yeah.
Getting right.
And it's well worth it. I did watch all of the videos, which also included some documentaries and making ofs.
Yep.
And it was a crew of him and a sound guy.
Pretty much, yeah. You see it in the credits.
Yeah.
It's just Philip as producer, writer, editor, shooter. Yep, everything.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there are a lot of strong points to this, but I agree. The story did kind of fall in a few places. It picked up in a couple places, and I thought, okay, this can be really very, very cool, where they are going to delve into their father, who knows a bit more about what's going on, is going to prepare Alice and her sister for this incoming threat.
By taking them shooting. Your regular father-daughter day.
Yes. And also Alice is having dreams that then also could be interpreted as, perhaps there's more to the story that she doesn't know, but it seems like she dreams in another world.
Mm-hmm. And now, I don't know if you continued watching, because the third season has just started, within the last sort of month and a half or so, which is how it kind of came back onto my radar, because I saw the third season episodes coming out. And that dreaming sort of thing and the almost like hallucinations that she has are sort of the driving force of this season. So I'm really hoping that, because it's the first and second season are sort of one story told completely, beginning to end.
The first 12 episodes are season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that they're on season 3, I'm kind of hoping, because we're introducing a new story and everything, I'm kind of hoping that some of those awkward storytelling things will be tidied up. The first and second season are the first time that he's ever written anything for web series. He comes from a feature film world, so it is a different storytelling sort of thing. So
the trailer for the third season looks pretty impressive.
They have 3 episodes out now.
I'm pretty sure I'll throw the trailer for season 3 into the blog post, because that looks very, very cool.
And I do just want to say really quickly that the actress who plays Alice, Brittany Martz,
yes,
amazing. Really good. I don't know her actual age, but she's definitely under 20, and she really, really carries the show very well.
Yeah, interesting. If you guys want to check out more from that show, that is from eaglefilms.com, so go over there and check out the episodes and also information for season 3. IPF trailers round 2, we'll include the link in the blog post where you can see all of those. And thank you guys for listening very much. You can find us on limitedreleasepodcast.ca, regular reviews of web series that you should be watching. Follow us on @LMTDRelease. And
leave us your spam messages. We've been collecting spam messages. Real spam from people. Keep them coming. They're awesome.
Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you guys next time.